32 shows. By itself. Greetings. Welcome to I'm Right, I'm Right. The show will be starting momentarily. We're about 3 minutes away. But in the meantime, if you're listening to this in replay, and we're glad you are, you can fast forward past this part and just go into the show. Also, please share this show with your friends and follow us, and we would love that immensely. Also, please use the react button. You can clap, you can laugh. There are many choices in that react button. So you just hit the react button and choose the emoji you want. But if you want to leave a comment, a live comment, you can also click on the react button, choose an emoji, and then you can type your text in the bottom. Again, the show will be starting momentarily. Thank you. Jill is still working her magic, putting everything in the fortune cookie. You can also click on that fortune cookie and there'll be links to take you to where you want to go. Or actually to where we want you to go. The show will be starting momentarily.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I am Anthony Cordova.
And no one can see us yet.
They can't? Don't they just like hearing our voices? I think that would be good.
Perhaps.
But let's bring us up and see ourselves. Oh, we're not there. You don't have me on video, Jill.
Oh, well, you can put yourself on video now.
You need to bring me to video.
You can go to yourself now.
Let's see. Let's see. Does it? There we are. We're there, Jill. Woohoo!
Ta-da. It's like magic.
Like magic. We are here. We are here. We are here for another episode of I'm Right, I'm Right. Did you think we'd be doing this for over 3 years, Jill?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe we'll still be doing it like we're in our 80s or 90s or something like that. They'll probably have a whole new platform.
I would think so.
or something like that. But we'll still be
We'll still be here.
We'll still be doing it.
Kicking it, giving relationship advice.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
So what's happening? Oh, there's a storm.
There is a storm.
Yes, the viewers should be able to hear
So
the
if I
storm.
suddenly go, that means I'm leaving.
Oh, but here's something. Even if the power goes out, we can still do our show.
We can.
Yes, we won't have these mics. We'll have to disconnect those, but we can still do the show
Okay.
because the
The
internet,
show
the
must
show
go
must
on.
go on. That's
Yes,
right. So
yes.
we can still do it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'd like to welcome Mark to our show. Welcome, Mark.
Mark.
Thank
Hi,
you
Mark.
for coming.
It is great for you coming.
Yes.
It's really.
So shall we get
Yeah.
to our actual topic for this week?
We have a topic this week. I thought we'd just wing it.
Well, that too. You can have a
Just
topic
wing it.
and wing it
and wing
at
it.
the same time.
All right.
All right. The topic is, wait for it, freedom.
Freedom. Freedom.
It's part of a segment that we call
We have a segment that we call
Stand by Your Stance. You're getting good at that.
How about that?
That's right.
New equipment. you
All
know.
right. So we wanted to talk about freedom because 4th of July is coming up. And today someone sent me an email that said, have the happiest of independence. And then it said, ... Wait, you probably don't have very much independence. Weekend. That's what the email said. It's for
Okay.
someone who doesn't know me. So that was
Okay.
kind of funny
Yeah.
to me. So
Yeah.
so I did wonder that I want to ask you, what's your definition of freedom? Is it independence?
Well, no.
I didn't think so either.
No. But I have many different opinions on
Don't mind me.
what is freedom.
Okay.
But one of the first ones that comes to my mind is like when you're in a bad relationship. I know we try to talk about good relationships on this show,
We
but
do.
sometimes you're in a really awful relationship.
Been there.
And if you're married and in an awful relationship, that's even worse.
Been there too. Not now, of course, but been there.
So when you finally go through all the rigmarole and all the stress of getting a divorce and dividing everything up and all of that, once the divorce is final, that is freedom. Woo!
Yes,
Woo!
yes, yes.
When I got divorced, people used to like just walk up to me and say, "Why are you so happy? Why are you walking around smiling all the time? Why are you so happy? Why are you so cheerful?" I
So
just
you
got a
looked at-
divorce.
You
Yes.
are these people that normally saw you before?
Some were, and some were perfect strangers.
Oh.
They're just meeting
So
me
you
for the
just
first
looked
time.
happy.
I looked happy. That dark cloud that was hanging over me everywhere I went was poof, gone.
I understand.
So sometimes a divorce can be better than staying together. Sometimes for both parties.
Absolutely.
So that's one form of freedom.
Yes.
For me.
yes. And I had that same situation.
Okay.
You know.
So do you have something else?
Well,
your
yes,
freedom?
as a Black woman,
Really?
yeah. Like, for those who didn't
Really?
know, I am a Black woman.
Doggone
I
it!
know, like surprise.
I didn't know.
I feel like there's some freedoms I've never had.
Like,
Well, I currently do. But in some workplaces I've worked at, I didn't have the freedom to offer. We could be in a brainstorming session, and I too would offer, suggestions. But it turns out I didn't really have the freedom to either offer ideas
mm-hmm.
that people gave me credit for, or say if someone else's idea wasn't going to work because, but
Mm-hmm.
play off of it. I didn't have that freedom. I do now, but apparently I
Yeah.
didn't have that freedom.
So, and point noted, you are correct. So let's touch on freedoms that are being taken away from women,
Yes.
like right
Right
now.
now it's ongoing.
Like, I mean,
Like
I mean, how can they do that?
I
Roe versus Wade. How can they? I mean, it's like a step back in time. So yes,
like even before
you have to ask a man what you can do with your body, and then if they decide they don't want you to do that, you can't do that. That's insane.
it is. It is insane, but it's all
Really?
about power. Freedom or the lack of freedom is all about power. So
Well,
who has the power? And it's historically in this country, it's
you
been white men.
I heard that the right for women to have an abortion, to be able to choose what they want to do, was like the first the first rule on the books where women actually have a right specifically for women to decide. Otherwise, I mean, it's more than just. It's so much like just stepping back into the past. I can't understand it. Women, and not too long ago, back in the 60s, a woman could not apply for a credit card.
Hmm.
You couldn't get a credit card. You had to get your husband to get you a credit card. Otherwise, you would not have one. That's just insane.
It is. But one thing that I'm happy about or pleased to see, not happy is too strong of a word right now in
Okay.
this situation, but happy to see is that some people are stepping up and just doing what they can, whether it's providing transportation or whether it's providing funds for women who need or want. You don't even have to. It doesn't have to be a horrible situation for you to be in. I believe to choose what you're going to do with your body. You could just not want a child because,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, in the places where uh, altogether or restrict abortions, they're also the same places where they don't have any programs in place to help parents,
Mm-hmm.
to help the child,
Mm-hmm.
like to take care of them. So they
No,
don't.
well,
So
that's
so if you're
right.
forced to have a child and then you're not going to get any help with that, like what are you
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to
So,
do?
what's going to happen to all the children that are born and their mother or their parents cannot take care of them? Now they say, "Oh, you just put the child up for adoption, no problem. They'll find a good
But look,
family." Oh, not true.
not true.
Not true.
Look how
Because if
many
it's a
children
child
spend
of
their
color,
right. Look how many
they're
children
not
are
getting
are
adopted
spending their whole, up until they're 18
in the
in the
system.
system.
In the system, yes. So nobody wants to stand up for that. All the
In
people that are
fact,
saying a woman shouldn't have the right to choose, they don't want to stand up and say, "Oh, well, I'll take care of the child." They don't do that.
well,
They don't do
actually,
that.
there was a photograph that Soledad, our friend, tweeted. Um,
O'Brien, Soledad
Soledad
O'Brien.
O'Brien, our
Okay.
friend, tweeted, and it
Former
was
news anchor Soledad O'Brien. Is that
yes,
who you're talking about?
that one.
Well,
But she
I
still
figured.
does documentaries and award-winning stories.
Yes.
So
Okay.
don't get it twisted. She's still a journalist, very much so. But anyway, but she works for herself. Yay! So anyway, she tweeted a picture where there was this couple and they were holding up a sign at a rally and saying, we will adopt your child. But the thing is, like, they could go to agencies now, right? and they looked really creepy. She even said that in her tweet, like, "Don't give your child to them,"
Wow.
And so it was very disturbing, that people are already playing or taking advantage of the situation when we're already in a horrible situation.
Yeah, it's really messed up.
Yes. But I want to welcome more people
Who do we
into the show. Hi,
have?
Arlene. We saw earlier tonight that
Yes,
Arlene
Eileen. She's
had a
fabulous.
show. And so we think she's part of Relationship Wednesday too, because she
Y-
had a show earlier tonight about touch.
Yes, Arlene, you didn't know that yet, but since you've done your show on Wednesday, which is Relationship Wednesday, so you were the first show today on Relationship
That's right.
Wednesday.
So
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 cool.
if you didn't catch it, you could always watch the replay. Arlene is fantastic. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes, but you know what? We have a new show in our time slot.
We do.
Yes, it's on right now. I think it's the first episode. A sip of wine, but like a whiny person. You know, so I really would like to check that out. Not right
Well, I
now.
was
I'm
gonna
going to
say
have to
that's
hear
gonna
it
be
in
hard to do to
replay.
like do a show while you
Yeah,
watch a show.
I'm going to have to do it in replay. I'll listen to it probably tomorrow. But yeah,
That's funny. We'd also like to welcome to the show Kurt. Your buddy Woody is here.
Woody, we
So,
hang all the time. We ride bikes together. Yep.
and we love you too, Arlene. She just said love you guys. So
Love
we love you
you. Love
too.
you, Arlene.
So Kurt, Arlene, Stefan. Hey, Stefan.
Stefan.
And if you
Oh,
didn't catch his show about
hey.
Roe versus, I can't even say it, Roe versus Wade, make sure you watch that replay.
Yes, and I did watch that replay, and Stephanie was there, and Stefan didn't leave because Stephanie was there, which was good. That's always funny. Like, Stephanie's here, I'm out. So, but that was a great show, and we'd like to be a guest on your show, Stefan.
Yes,
one
we
time.
would.
We
We
need to
would.
talk to you
Well,
about
but
that.
but Stefan, anytime I'm actually in your show live, I talk anyway, so you don't even have to book me. I'll just talk.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
funny. You said Stefan only wants you on the show. He doesn't want me. When he says, "Oh, there's Anthony in the audience," and then when he hears your voice, "Oh, there's Jill. Oh, it's all
I
right."
love Stefan.
I love Stefan. Also, I love you, Stefan. But I have a thick skin, so it doesn't hurt my feelings when you like Jill more than me. It's all right.
We also have Giselle. Hey, Giselle.
Giselle, we have a lot of our favorite people in the
We
audience
do.
tonight.
We do. And speaking of one of our favorite people, we have Denise.
Hey, that's my sister. What's
Hey,
up, my
Denise.
sister?
And Mark.
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Mark. Do we know you, Mark? Tell us. I think we do. I think we know Mark. Doesn't Mark have a show on Fireside?
I don't know, Mark.
I
Tell
think-
us if you
I
have a
think-
show.
I think clap if you have a show on Fireside, Mark, because I think I've checked it out. Clap, Mark. There we go.
Okay,
No, that
all
was
right.
that
Well,
Stefan?
Yeah, but he
Maybe
may
he
know.
just yeah. Okay, cool. But we're glad you're here.
All right, we're glad everyone is here. So, if you're just joining us, we have been talking about different types of freedom
Freedom.
or the lack thereof. So
Yes.
you spoke about divorce. I've been divorced too, and whew, I definitely had some freedom after that. Yes, I did. Whew. Yes, I did. So sometimes you have to give yourself some freedom, right?
Yeah. People. Because I never set out to have a divorce. You know what I mean?
Really?
Never. Yeah, I
You
never
really-
did.
Really?
Never. No, it
you
wasn't
never
like.
said one day I am going to have a divorce.
Yeah, I didn't.
Just so I can talk
didn't
about it.
aspire to be a divorcee, but never did. So everybody's a little sad when their marriage has failed, and you tried and tried and it failed. But some people ask me, some younger people, most of the time, ask me, and they're debating over whether to get divorced or not. And one of the things I do say is, in this marriage, have you lost yourself?
Mm, that's a big one.
Has the person tried to change you from the person you were? Like, as soon as you got married, I'm going to change this person now that we're married. They're going to do what I say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you lose yourself and you're miserable and you're depressed and you become clinically depressed and you're suicidal, because of this divorce for this marriage that's supposed to be good. And people think about stay for the kids, stay for the kids, wait till they go to college, then we'll get divorced. But you can do a lot of damage to the children.
Yeah, because often the kids know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of damage. I used to, my parents never did divorce. But I was the one that said, these two need to be divorced. Really, things would have been a lot nicer for all of us if they were divorced. Mm-hmm. Many things we had to experience that we would not have to experience if they had been divorced. So,
Right.
So
I've talked to, you said that, people have asked you for advice like that about whether they should, leave a relationship or not. A question that I've gotten before is whether they should, like, there's some friends I have. Well, out of all of my friends, I'm one of the few who's married, right? And they even thought it was unfair that I married you. You found two husbands.
Why is that? Because I know your friends and they're all amazing people. Women.
Yes, they are.
I mean, amazing, phenomenal.
Yes.
So
and I'm a lot.
And not that everybody has to get married. Everyone does not need to get
that's
married.
What I was going to say. Marriage isn't for everyone.
Yeah, if you're happy with yourself, you don't have to be married. You can be just happy.
Yes, and people call their relationship what they want.
But you know
as
what?
As long as you're both on the same page as to what that is.
But I think in their cases, it's again, they're fabulous women. Okay, fabulous. But I think it's the men that have.
What they always say is, how did I find someone who wasn't intimidated by my success? Because I was me before I met you.
I am intimidated by you, Jill.
Oh, right.
I am.
And I'm still me.
So
no, you're
intimidated
not.
by you.
Oh, stop it. No, you're not.
Yes, I do. That's why I walk 10 feet behind you all the time.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I am really intimidated by you.
No, you're not at all.
I'm afraid. I'm shaking in my boots.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But my friends, they get that all the time because they are highly successful in the industries that they're in. And, they thought it was amazing that when I got with you, I had the freedom to still hang with them. And I was
freedom, that's good.
See what I did there?
That in.
To, still hang with them. And I thought, but I'm not giving up my friends, like you have never asked me to give up my friends. Yes. In fact, my friends usually become your friends.
Jill, well, you say that, but
they do.
They're your friends. They're your friends.
Well, I love them. I'm
all,
the one that keeps in touch with people,
yes. But yes, you do keep in touch with your friends. And you know what? I need somebody to chime in on this in the audience. Just chime in on this. Now, when I go to a restaurant, could be with a guy friend,
sweetheart. You're gonna lose.
A guy friend or whatever. We go to a restaurant and we order our food and we talk and we eat and the food is done.
This is all pre-COVID, by the way.
Then we leave. Hey, good seeing you. We're on our way. But I learned. I really didn't. Now, this is the honest truth. I didn't know this existed. I didn't know that women will go to a restaurant with their friends and stay for like 6 hours at a restaurant.
We have a lot to catch up on. It's usually people you don't see all the time.
But it's like 6 hours.
When when we make that reservation, we ask for a room that's away from everyone because we know we're going to
Not
close
a
the rest.
room, a table.
Usually a room. We ask for a room first.
How do you
And if
ask
there isn't,
for a room when it's maybe just two of you?
it's rarely two of us. It's at least four.
But 6 hours in a restaurant?
We have a lot to catch up on.
6 hours?
We go around the table. Everybody tells what they're up to. Like I said, I have highly successful friends. They're up to a lot of things, right?
6 hours?
Denise, Tony's sister. We're able to. I love my sister-in-laws, Denise, and Connie's not here in the audience tonight. But my sister-in-laws and I, every 3 weeks, we try to have a conference call, and it can go on for hours.
Yeah, but that's a phone call.
It's the same thing.
That's not a restaurant.
It's the same thing. We're just on the phone.
That's
if
not-
we were
that's
in
not a
person, it
restaurant.
would be longer, probably. In fact, remember the night that you came, that everybody was here at the house, and
Let me-
you came down and you tried to
Let me-
parent us or something and tell us to
Let
go
me-
to bed. Remember that? And we laughed at you.
All of our lovely viewers, let me tell you something. My wife is, and I'm not trying to say anything, but she's of a certain age. And along with my sister, and
Where are you going with this?
they're of a certain age. You know, they're not like teenagers
I
anymore.
am 8 years younger than you.
That-
So where are you going with this?
I'm of a certain age. Okay,
That's,
so
that's what you should have. That was your lead.
But you're of a certain age.
That was your
too.
lead.
So you're of this certain age, and that my sister and my sister-in-law, I love both of them so much, and love you so much, right?
I hear a but.
But okay, so they must have. No, actually, this is like an all-day thing. It's all day, from morning till night, till after midnight. So I was like, you know what? You know, I'm
wasn't
of a
that
certain
early
age.
in the morning. You know, I don't get up
It was
early.
like 1:00, and I was like, you know what? Y'all enjoy. I'm going to sleep. So I go upstairs and I get in the bed and I fall right asleep because it's late and I'm of a certain age. And so are they of a certain age.
Clearly, we can hang, and you can't.
So I go to
we
bed.
can hang. You can't.
Listen, I go to bed and I'm sleeping good. I'm sleeping really, really good. And then about 5 a.m., I hear, they're just laughing it up and everything.
We're
I'm
having a
like,
good time.
I'm like, there's no way they're still up at 5:00 in the morning. There's no way, because I know Jill doesn't get up early, so I know they didn't go to sleep
because
and
I
get
stay
up.
up late.
And so they get out. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to sleep. It's 5:00 in the morning, and they're like partying. So I'm
That's exactly
huffing and
what we were
puffing.
doing,
I'm huffing
partying.
and puffing. So
And you come marching into the room.
I did. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Go to bed.
And we all turned and looked at her.
They look at me and
We sure did.
oh, shit. I just left, and they didn't go to bed.
We did not go to bed.
And they didn't get any quieter
Nope.
either.
In fact, we probably turned it up.
Disrespectful, I tell you. Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Because we had the freedom to
Freedom.
speak
Yo, you worked that
and
in
to
again.
not be silenced. Right?
All right.
Right.
All right. I won't. But I think when you three get together,
Yes.
you do.
It's a great time.
You do everything. You do all of us wrong.
What are you talking about?
You wrong the men that are in the house. You wrong us.
What are you talking about?
When my wife and my sister and my sister-in-law get together,
We have a
So,
great time.
I was at work, and I came home from work about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and my brother, my eldest brother, is sitting at the kitchen table, and he's just looking all sad. And I'm, hey, you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. I said, well, where is everybody? I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? They just left. Looking all sad. They just left. I said, really? And they did. They just cut out. Zip. gone.
Because we were all
I
talking,
didn't-
the three of us were talking, and we're like, hey, we should go see a movie. And then,
No,
but it
y'all
turned
did
into,
more than going to the
well,
movies.
we did, because as soon as
did-
we got in the car, we're like, hey, but, you know, the movie isn't for a little while, so we should get
Nah.
something to eat. So we went and ate, then we went
You went
to
to
the
some
movie.
store.
Or, no, yeah, we did go
you went to the
shopping.
store. Yeah.
And then we went to the movie. We had a great time at the movie, and then we
Yeah.
came back
Did you have dinner too
first.
first?
Yeah, because as soon as we got in the car, we're like, oh, we need to eat first. We don't want to just have like popcorn or something.
Didn't think about us not once.
Because you guys usually
Now,
do your own thing.
Again, I'm okay.
And your brother doesn't like to go to
I'm-
the movies.
I'm okay. I'm okay if everybody leaves. It's all right. I'm okay.
Grown men.
I'm a loner.
you can
I'm okay.
find what you want to do.
But my poor older brother,
he doesn't like movies.
he is still sad about this. And it happened like 8
He is
years
not
ago.
still sad about it.
I brought it up. He's like, well, I don't know where they went. He's sounding all sad again.
Grown men. You can entertain yourselves. You don't even need us there.
That's all right. We were fine. We were fine. I took care of him. It's all right. But
Again,
freedom.
It
Yes,
is
you have the
freedom. I have the freedom to go hang with people
yes.
without you, as do you.
'Cause you are a
You've actually
grown
gotten on
woman.
planes and flown to where people are without me to spend time with them.
But I
And that
told
doesn't
you.
bu-
I
but that
told
doesn't
you.
bu-
I told you.
Well, you
Y'all
weren't
just
home for-
gone. Phew.
Well, that was the one time that we didn't think to tell your brother. But I tell you, you know where I am at all times. Usually.
Next time, where are you all going to end up next time? Probably get on a plane and go somewhere. We're in Vegas.
Well,
What
we
the
might
hell
go to
do we-
Dubai.
Oh, John, I'm not paying you.
We
any
might go to
attention.
Dubai.
Pay you any attention? Freedom, yeah, freedom. That's all right.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yes, Dubai.
So shall we get our audience to weigh in on what freedom means to them? Anybody want to tell us what freedom
yes.
means to you? And to tell Tony it's okay that I do my own thing, he can do his. It's okay.
I don't have a problem with that. You know that.
Clearly you do. You spent the last 15 minutes talking about
I was telling the audience how sad my older brother was.
But you have said to me-
I've never seen him like that. He's my older brother. I always looked up to him. And this time he was shattered.
he was
This
not
man
shattered.
was in Vietnam. He tried to win the Vietnam War. And to see him shattered like that, it just
He wasn't shattered. He's
he was
fine.
shattered. He's still
He's fine.
shattered.
No, he's not.
If
He's
he
fine.
believed in therapy, he'd probably be at therapy. But anyway, oh boy.
Giselle is on the stage. Hi, Giselle.
Hi, how are you
Hi,
guys?
Giselle.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
We're great. We're missing you.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming sooner or later.
Well, we hope
Sooner
sooner.
or later.
We hope
want it to
sooner
be
rather
sooner.
than later.
Right, sooner.
Well, hey, you don't know. We might show up on your doorstep. You just better open
Like,
the door.
surprise!
You just open the door.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Jill, I
Yes?
was surprised that you said that your friend said you're married and you're not supposed to go out with your friend. I didn't understand that.
Oh
And-
no, they were happy to see I found a man that didn't mind that because they were dating people who had a problem with it when we all got together.
Well,
Oh no, that would not work.
yeah,
It
that would
doesn't.
not work.
It doesn't work.
That would not work.
No.
But yeah, some men, they're not friends of mine, but some men, they don't want their wives to go hang with their friends.
Especially after they meet.
don't.
Sometimes our friends, you know how we are. If we're interested in someone and we think it might get serious, or we're thinking about, just wanting to know that we're good with that person, we might introduce them to our friends. And so sometimes when that happened with my girlfriends, the guys were even more intimidated because there, was a room full of us or a table full of us, that they found us all intimidating. But the first time I introduced Tony to my friends, they didn't know what happened.
What do you mean they didn't know what happened?
They didn't know what to think.
Well, they thought you picked me up out of the gutter or something?
No. They were happy for me because you were so different than other
wait.
guys I had introduced them
Different.
to in a good way.
In a good way.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
In a very good way. So they were quite pleased.
I think that's too much control for somebody to tell you you can't have that friend or you can't do.
Absolutely.
Agreed. I do think it's a form of control.
Yes, but that's what I was talking about earlier. They're the people that try to control their spouse and change them so they don't have a life of their own, and that's not right.
Yeah, they try it, and it does steal a part of your identity. If you're, because we all kind of adapt to the person we're with, right?
Really?
Well, I mean,
Did
like
you
I'm
adapt to me?
I mean, I do different things. What I'm trying to say is when I'm with like my sisters-in-law,
yes,
I'm one way, and I'm one way with you and your brother. So
really?
you see, I
what's the difference?
I'm not like totally
What's the difference?
Code switching.
What's the difference? Tell me what the difference is.
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
That's a very good question.
What I want to know.
I have to think about that. I have to come back to that.
You brought it up. What is the difference?
The conversation is totally different. Like you all are asking me questions usually. The men in your family are always asking questions, or you all are act like I don't want to upset Jill. Like I get upset all the time.
They're
and
afraid of you.
See, I don't know why.
I know why they're afraid of you.
Well, the two times I can count 2 times that some of the men in your family upset me, and I let them know. I didn't hide it. Whereas when I'm with my sisters-in-law, I haven't been upset.
I got something else to say about women. You said about the credit card. In my mother's generation, and my mother's 83, you could not get on birth control without
That's
your
right.
husband's permission, and you could not rent an apartment.
Nope. They want to keep you in place, keep you in check.
Right.
Not much different than slavery.
Or what they're
How
trying
about
to do now.
Right.
Yes. Woo.
That's just insane.
We gotta have our freedom.
Yes. But some people are doing something about it. Actually, one of our firesiders has announced on her show that she would transport women that needed to get to another state.
Yes.
To have an abortion if that's what they wanted to do.
That was Deborah Barsha, wasn't it?
It was.
Barsha.
Yes, it was. And she is fabulous.
She is fabulous.
But one of the things I always say, and Jill, this is true. If someone comes to me and they're complaining, they're just complaining. It doesn't matter what it's about. And I always say, okay, so what are you going to do about it? And they never want to do anything about it. They don't want to change. They just want to complain. But you need to be proactive. If you have a problem with the situation, do what you can. You don't have to have a lot of money, a lot of power, but you can do something to help. So
that's why I always say we can all be everyday activists. We can all do
absolutely.
that. Absolutely. Because we all have something that we can use to help people.
That is correct. Yes.
Arlene, you're very welcome to come with us to Dubai. I'll keep in touch with you about that.
Wait a minute.
She said she would like to join us in Dubai.
You
so
didn't
I'm like,
tell
come
me that.
on. I'm telling you now.
Can't see all the way over there. Oh,
That's what she
so
said. So
so
I will keep you posted on when
a
that will happen.
girl's trip to Dubai.
Yes. You know that I did take one girl's
Hmm.
trip years ago.
I guess that would be fun. You,
For us, yes.
yeah, it would be fun for
Yes.
you all. I don't have a problem with that, actually.
I know you let me go to Dominican. I shouldn't say let.
Yeah, I didn't let you go to Dominican Republic.
I came home, Tony. I'm going on a women's retreat to the Dominican Republic.
And she had but she had all of these really, really good reasons why. Like,
Of course.
oh, this will help my business.
Of course.
This will help my
I did
business.
make some
I will-
amazing connections.
I will make some amazing connections. This will help us. This will help us. And then she gets there and she sends me pictures of where she's staying.
You know, letting you know I'm thinking about you, that I'm not like, there, not thinking about you.
I have
You know,
never.
but they put me in a
she
room.
had a
First,
pool
in my room.
her living room. Okay,
It was great.
I
And
never stayed
And an
anyplace.
infinity pool on the other side of that, outside. It was great.
I'm like, what
I
the
loved it.
heck? You know, it would have been better if you didn't send me those pictures. You know, if
Then you would
said,
have said, you're not even thinking about it. I haven't heard from, because when I used to travel for work, if I didn't like call you,
know what?
text
No,
you,
no,
whatever,
no.
for 2
No.
days, you'd be like, are you
Well,
okay? I haven't heard from you in a
look.
couple of days. So all you have to do is
But
just
you-
reach out.
Yeah,
and let me
just
know
say,
that
hey,
you're
all
okay.
is good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I know you're not
Okay.
kidnapped or
And-
something. But
and
I'm
then-
not like needy. Call me. Yeah, you send me a text or something.
So
all
I
is
send
good.
you things to let you know I'm thinking about
But-
you and wish you
but-
were here,
But our audience needs to know this. This is how things work out for me. Jill has been to so many restaurants in Atlanta. I haven't been to any place but McDonald's. That's it.
Because you don't
That's
want to
it.
go and
That's
sit
at
for 4 or 5 hours and talk to my friends.
and then she'll tell me, "Oh yeah, you remember when we went to that restaurant?" I said, "Jill, I haven't been to that restaurant." Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've been to that restaurant. No, I haven't. And then she'll say, "Oh yeah, that's right. I was with my friends." But look,
It wasn't
check this
my-
out. Check this out. Look, for real. Check this out. Jill used to have to go on a lot of business trips when she worked for one of the news organizations. So, and she had a lot of vacation time. This company would give her like 6 to 8 weeks a year vacation time. And I finally had to tell her, Jill, I can't go on vacation every time you have vacation time.
Audience, did you hear that? He couldn't go with me.
But it
every
wasn't
time.
a vacation. It was work for you. But it was work for you. But it was work for you.
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, I was there to do things,
But,
you know.
but check this out. So I'm at home and I'm watching television. And what was it? The Travel Channel. Remember the Travel Channel? Yes. I was watching the Travel Channel. And this time it was like about the top 10 most luxurious hotels in
The
the
country.
United States. Right?
Mhm.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and Jill was in Boston. And I'm just watching this.
On a trip that my job sent me to. I didn't ask
wait a
them to
minute.
arrange
not-
any of it. They sent me and they made all the arrangements.
I'm not thinking about a thing. I'm just watching this show, relaxing. And then Jill calls me up and she says, hey, like she said she would. Yeah, I'll check in with you, let you know everything. So then she starts sending me some pictures. It was the same pictures that were on the Travel Channel, the same hotel. I'm like, oh, heck no. She can't be in one of the most top 10 luxurious hotels in the country.
They chose it,
And
not
you
me.
send me a picture of it?
They chose it, not me. In fact,
But-
do you recall that whole business trip was meant to be a punishment? They were trying to punish me by sending me there, but it turned out to be a fantastic trip.
Yes, it did. Because then she calls me up and she says, hey, these guys want to take me out on their yacht. Remember that?
I do. They were scary though. I wouldn't have gone anyway.
Creepy yacht guys.
Yep. Yep. They were scary.
Okay, but yeah, Jill experiences everything, and I see nothing.
But you could have
She doesn't
joined
take
me that
anywhere.
weekend at that hotel. Remember, they offered to
didn't.
have you come, and they were going to give you a ticket to
No, they didn't.
to the banquet.
No,
I
they
offered-
didn't.
Well, you would have had to pay to come.
No, they didn't.
But they were going to give you a ticket to the banquet so that you could join me there. All you had to do was get there.
Yeah,
I had a room.
I had to get there.
Well, you didn't come. That's not my
I had
fault.
to buy a last-minute plane ticket. And
That's
all
not my
that.
fault.
Last-minute plane tickets are very expensive. Come on,
Not my fault.
I couldn't afford it.
Not my fault.
We couldn't afford it.
I was
That
only
was
there.
your fault.
No, that
We couldn't afford it, so it was your
that
fault.
was not my fault either.
Ah, freedom.
So we should, again,
freedom.
Hello, Dave
Freedom.
and Sam. How are you all? Hope you're doing well.
Freedom.
Giselle
from
is still
debt.
with us. Arlene, Small Town, your buddy Woody, Stefan,
Woody.
Kurt, Denise, Mark.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. But yeah, freedom from debt. That's
Oh,
real
that's a good one.
freedom.
Yep.
Once you become debt free,
Yep.
you are really pretty free.
Yes.
You can do a lot of stuff when you're free from debt.
Yep.
So
I don't know anything about that because I went back to school recently, so I have some new school loans. So I don't know anything about that.
yeah.
But maybe
I'd
that'll
like
go
to
away
be
too.
free. Yeah. All right. So do we have anyone in the audience that
Oh.
wants to make a comment?
Maybe. Hang on.
There we go. What's that?
Dave says those hotels sound very romantic. You should go next time.
Yeah. Next time. Yeah. 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 No, but Jill and I have been many places.
Together.
Many places.
Together.
Together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Together. And a lot of fun. We always have fun together.
We do.
I mean, we really do. We really have fun together.
We do.
So I'm never like, oh, I need to invite my friends to go on vacation with us so I can hang with them. Nah, I never do that.
No.
No,
Nope.
I
You
like
haven't.
hanging with you.
I like hanging with
That's
you.
cool.
Although we have
Until you-
vacationed with others. We've vacationed with your sister.
Family. We
with
vacationed
family.
family.
But we've talked about vacationing with specific friends.
We did?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. We were all going to meet in Hawaii. But we went without we
Wait a minute. We were going to meet in Hawaii, but we went without them?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We did.
I know. I don't remember. I don't recall. I really don't recall us supposedly going on vacation.
It's our Florida
Hawaii.
friends. They were going to join us there. We've had them on this show.
I didn't know you set that up.
Apparently it
I
wasn't set
didn't
up
know.
well.
It wasn't. I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know.
She and I talked about it. We just didn't
Oh, see,
arrange it in time.
you didn't even fill us in.
Well, she had invited us to go with them, but we couldn't do it then. And then we just went in December.
Okay. Hawaii. I love Hawaii.
Yes, we have many
Beautiful
stories from
place.
there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Anybody want to talk
No one
before
wants
we
to
move
talk.
to our last segment?
But that's okay.
Well,
don't have a problem
you went
talking
on
to
a
you.
rant about me going places without you. So do you want to do relationship rant?
No.
It's our last segment.
No. No, I don't want to rant about you leaving me home.
You already did.
I don't want to.
Dave says Sam and I are down for
Yeah.
Hawaii. Let's do it. Okay, we could do like Relationship Wednesday from Hawaii. So
But wait a
Arlene, you
minute.
have to go too because you're on. You start us off.
Dave and Sam has left us tonight. Didn't they? Aren't they on like vacation or something
They're in
somewhere?
the audience. What are you talking about?
They could be in the audience and be on vacation.
Dave and
Dave,
Sam, are you doing your
are you
show
doing
tonight?
your show tonight? I thought I saw something that said it would be next week. You'd be back like on the 6th, something like that. That's what I thought I saw.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
see that once. Okay.
Yeah, so they're on vacation, and Dave is drinking, rum.
Next week.
Captain
Okay.
Morgan. Yeah.
So, in
See?
case you don't know what we're talking about, it's Relationship Wednesday, and normally, but it's going to be next week.
Woohoo!
Dave and Sam do How Was Your Day?
How was your day?
Right after our show, but
Yeah, they're
next
great
week.
people.
But they're with us right now.
Yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
see ya.
So I'm down for Hawaii again.
Who's paying this time?
We'll work that out.
I would love to win a trip to Hawaii. Hawaii is really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Unless you have tons of money, then it's not expensive.
Well, maybe we could go hang with people who live there, like
Barack
Obamas.
Obama. Yeah, that's right.
Let's go hang at their house.
we
Maybe it'll be
did-
finished by then.
We did drive past their
Yep,
their new house that they're building.
Yeah, they tore down what was it, Magnum PI? Was that him? That was shot in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And tore down that house, building their
Building a
house
new
on
one.
that property.
Yeah.
So we did go by and hang out at the little
But
ice cream
I
place.
can't mention Hawaii without mentioning that we think we have it bad here on the mainland with the haves and have nots.
But it's very apparent there.
It's much worse there. A person that is considered to be lower income or low income makes like $65,000 a year, and they can't afford to get a house.
And
They can't
that's often 3
afford-
jobs.
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, and have to do. Like
we
3
met a lot of
jobs.
people that had 2 and
Yeah.
3 jobs.
Yeah, and it's not odd. We talk about the homeless problem here, but homeless problem in Hawaii is also very, very bad. Like you'll see a car like parked in some bushes, but the car has a tarp over it, and it's been parked there for probably 3 or 4 years, because that's just where they live. And it's like right on the main road. I mean, people pass it all the time. It's really bad there. And when the tourists come, the tourists don't treat native Hawaiians well, which is
No,
also
we saw a lot
bad.
of that. In fact, with us just tipping
a
valet,
Yes,
he was so shocked.
Yes, I
it's
watched all week the people that were checking out of the hotel, and the valet is free. It was included at the resort we were staying at, so it's free. So people come,
And that
down
was the only
get
way
their
to
car.
park your car there.
Yes, so. But I watched people check out all week, and no one gave the guys that been parking their car all week, sometimes several times a day, no one gave them a tip. So the day we were leaving, I think I gave the guy a $60 or $80 tip, something like that. And he said, "What's this?" I said, "That's for
He
you."
was really confused.
He was shocked. He's like, "Really?" So yeah, you guys been working hard. Nobody wants to give you anything. Well, I'm going to give you something. And he was very appreciative.
He was.
So, think about a native Hawaiians when you go there. That's all I got to say.
And
Okay.
I would, think about people everywhere you go. I'd like to say that.
Yeah. One of the things Jill and I do when we go on vacation,
I mean, just
about,
going outside my door. Think about people.
Yeah,
You don't even have to be on vacation.
we usually try to find the things that are going on in that town or that community that people that live there will do. And quite often these things are free or almost free. But we learn so much more about people and the living conditions where they're at and what struggles they have just by going to those things instead of just always going to the touristy things. I really don't like the touristy things, actually. I don't. So,
Yeah, I'm not drawn to tourist attractions either. But then I grew up living in a national park where every day I saw tourists.
mhm.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
So
hmm But you know what? It's the same in New York. Isn't that right, Jill?
I don't know, is it?
When Jill and I met, Jill worked
My New York
in
experience was very different
Jill
than yours.
worked in New York, or she went across the bridge every day, or whatever it was. Okay, but
30 Rock.
When I met Jill, she would say, "Have you been to such and such restaurant? Have you been into such and such theater? Are you been blah blah blah? All of
I
these
was
different
trying to find
things,
common things that
all
we
of
might
these
have done.
different things, right?" And I said, Jill, average New Yorkers can't afford to go to those places. We're just trying to get by.
And I do admit that when I was doing all of those things, most of the time, the company, I had a lot of perks. So
Yeah.
most of the time, I didn't have to pay for it either.
Yeah, so New York is an island, and in many ways, we go through the same things that people would go through, like on Jamaica. In Jamaica, a small island. Um, I When I was growing up, the only restaurant we could get food from that my parents could afford to get us food at was the Chinese restaurant. But we never went there and sat down in the Chinese restaurant. We always got it to go because it costs more if you go sit down and get full service. I never went to an actual restaurant until I was probably, maybe 15 years old. And that was a Howard Johnson's. And I thought that was something. So a lot of
Whereas
people in
I
New
grew
York
up,
just don't, we just, everybody's just trying to get by. Rent is high, everything's high, cost of living's high, and it's just trying to get by.
whereas I grew up in a national park in Kentucky, and I grew up going to restaurants because my mother, well, she still hates to cook. Still hates to cook, so it's just easier to let's go out. So I can order well from a menu. If you ever
Yes.
need help ordering from a menu, I got
Yes,
you.
you're
I'm
very
very
good
good
at
at
it.
that.
Very good at it. Yes, you are.
All right. Does anyone want to say anything? It's about time for us to wrap this up.
I would like one audience member to give us some wisdom, just something, a soundbite of wisdom. Even if you just want to send a message, something we can take with us that we can learn from. Because
Okay.
I love to learn.
Or can they ask us a question? Sometimes people would rather ask us questions.
Either one.
Okay. So
But
you
if-
could either ask us a question or make a statement.
Either one. If they don't want to do
Anybody,
either, that's
somebody?
okay. No pressure.
I think Woody should come up.
Woody doesn't like to talk to people. He's very shy.
Okay.
He's very shy. He tells me that when we go bike riding.
Oh,
He
didn't know.
doesn't want to do that.
All
Doesn't
right.
want to do
So
it.
Mark, Denise, Kurt, Stefan, Small Town, Arlene, Giselle, Cliff, or Dave. Anyone have anything you want to?
Town.
Small Town.
I don't think
Small
I'm
Town 101.
familiar with Small Town.
Small Town 101. That's what their
Oh,
logo says. I like that logo.
cool. I wonder if Small Town lives in a small town on the 101. You think?
I don't know.
Maybe. 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 May- Speaking of small towns, I don't know how many people grew up in small towns, but I would like to know because small towns are different. Everybody knows
Well, people think you're from the
everybody.
small town and they think I'm from the city when it's
No,
actually
they
the
think
opposite.
no, they think I'm a country boy.
And they think I'm a city girl.
Yeah, but nobody ever says you seem like you come from a small town.
Okay, there is a difference. Okay.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
difference. Small towns. There are certain things about small towns that people just love. You know everyone. You know your neighbors.
Sometimes
you know
that's not a
everyone
good
down
thing,
the
though.
street. You know this person, that person. And everybody knows what you do, where you go,
Sometimes that's not
where
good.
you sit. All of these things. And some people find comfort in that.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's
Yes.
that's your thing.
Right. And some
But
of
that's
us
not
are
my
like,
thing. That's not my thing. No, that's not my thing.
No.
I just much rather people don't know much about me unless they're like my close friends. But I don't want the whole town to know everything I do.
Really? Because this audience knows a lot about you.
They do know a lot about me. Yes, they do. Come over to the house and you'll learn more about me.
Well, that's true. You will. From the moment you walk into the house, you will know more about him.
Yeah,
You
but
will.
yeah. So I don't think we're ever going to move to a small
What are you
town.
talking about? We almost did. It was small.
But that's in Florida. That's on the
Still
beach.
small.
On the beach.
Still small.
And one of the people that lived there, he said, and he was from New York. He was retired from New York. And he said, you don't have to worry about here because all the people here are from somewhere else. We mind our own business. Remember? I like that. I was in
But
a bake
most of the
shop.
people in Atlanta are from someplace else too.
But
that doesn't
Atlanta
make
is not
it-
a small town.
Well, but
What are
I'm
you
just saying
what are
that
you trying to
sometimes
say?
that's not a good
Yeah.
thing either. Anyway, does anybody have a question or a comment?
There's no questions.
No
There's
questions,
no comments.
no comments.
And it's bedtime. Time to go to bed. Let's go to bed. It's time to
Since
go to
you are
bed.
of a particular age.
Yeah, I'm of a certain age, and it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I have to get up early with my
You do have
day
to get
job.
up early.
I have a problem with day job.
Quit.
But day job, okay. Okay.
Okay. I have a job.
This is one of the rare times in my life I've had a job where I'm an employee.
That's
I
true.
work for myself most of my life. And I'm waiting to get back to working for myself. But we do what we have to do.
We do.
All right, we're going to end this show. What
Yes,
we
I
going
was
to
waiting
end
for-
it.
Waiting for some music.
We got music. We got music
yeah,
to close out the show.
All right. You've been listening to I'm Right.
I'm right. And I
Jill-
proved it tonight.
No, you didn't.
Sure, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
Shout out
I
to
am.
Gifford Ivan Cordova III, whose music you're hearing now. And thank you, audience. You've been great. It's nice to see
We
you all.
had a fabulous audience tonight. I love them all.
I love them all too. Love you all.
Yes, I do. So is our show over?
It is.
It's done?
It's done. Until next week.
All right, until next
And next week, Dave and Sam are right behind us.
Yes, on Relationship
So
Wednesday.
we hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend.
Oh, it's a holiday weekend coming up. Cool. I'm looking forward to this. All right, Jill. Well,
All right.
we got to close this out. You going to close us out?
All right.
You
I'll
don't
bring
even
up-
have to bring up WaitBot.
I
Nobody wants to hear WaitBot. All you have to do is close us out. I will fade the music.